Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I thought we can talk about a couple Japan related things. So as you guys know, I am going to Japan at the end of the month. As of right now, I still haven't decided if I want to bring my compact hammock to Japan or if I want to bring my Boston bag. So I feel like in terms of capacity, I can fit way more in here. And you guys know, if you guys have been with me since I've been wanting the hammock, that the whole reason, I would probably honestly say 85% of the reason of why I even wanted a hammock to begin with is because of Japanese models and how they influenced me, and how the hammock was one of my most seen bags when I did go to Japan. I would say all the hammocks that I actually did see in Japan were all the small size, so like the original size. I mean, I love the original size too, it's just a little bit too big for my frame, but I love seeing the super petite skinny models have the bigger size as well. I feel like this bag in particular would be just so perfect to bring to Japan, because if you guys didn't know, Japan is actually Loewe's #1 market. Like, they make the most sales in Japan, and it's the hammock. However, in terms of travel, I feel like this is just so easy to use. Hypothetically, if it happens to sprinkle or rain, I don't have to worry about it constantly. When you're traveling, you're washing your hands using hand sani, so I don't have to worry about any of the leather. And on top of that, it is more secure because of the zipper. I really can't decide at all. And ironically, so I got this omamori from, I actually don't remember exactly where, but I did get it from my Japan trip last year, and I just recently put it on my bag as a little bag trim. I just thought it was really cute, especially the pop of green is really adorable, and there's a little bell on it. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I just if I'm going to Japan, I want to bring this, and the fact that the capacity of this is ridiculous. I feel like there's pickpocketers everywhere, but I feel like Japan is one of the places where I don't really have to stress about it. My only other issue with this bag is because of how big it is. I feel like putting it in my suitcase would be a no-go. I would definitely have to keep this in my giant COS bag that I bought as well. I'm leaning towards this one. Also, the fact that Lisa uses this for travel too. It's just, I feel like it's so easy. It's small and compact. So I'm really, I really don't know. I really don't know. Actually, I don't think I ever showed you guys. So I did end up going to COS because they had their 25% off sale. It was like a friends and family sale. I'll link the vlog somewhere up here so you guys can see how ginormous this is. You guys know that I do have the white COS, like the Jenny bag. However, that bag is actually, when you carry a lot of stuff in it, a lot of you guys actually warned me, but I really lived through it when I went on my last trip. It really does hurt. The distribution of weight on your shoulder, it's not it. And this, I don't know, one, I just really like the quilting, like how big the quilts are. It's like a little pillow. It's just super squishy. So let me just show you guys. The worker was so nice. He got me like a brand new one from the back, but it's huge. I also really like this one more because the base is basically kind of like a rectangle, where you guys know that the Jenny bag is more rounder. So I like that this is different enough, and the fact that it's black, and I actually feel like I can hold more in this one than I can in the Jenny bag. My only thing that I especially love about the Jenny bag is the 2 zippy pockets on the side of that. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys would want me to do like a quick comparison video between this one and then the other one, but I feel like COS is so accessible, so you guys can just see it in person. But yeah, let me know. So I'm for sure bringing this as my personal item, and I feel like I can just keep this bag in here when I'm not using it for travel. So that's the other reason why I'm leaning towards the Boston, whereas I feel like my compact hammock would take too much space. It's like, imagine my compact hammock in Japan. I just feel like it'd be so perfect. I thought I would tell you guys kind of my to buy list in Japan, so I'm not gonna go crazy. Like, I'm not gonna be buying like a bunch of stuff. I definitely want to get one bag slash luxury item, and then the rest, honestly, I'm probably gonna spend on food, snacks, skincare, and cosmetics, because you guys know me, I love me some Asia exclusives, and especially Asian skincare is significantly cheaper in Japan than it is in the US. So the #1 bag that I want, I'm sure you guys already know, but it is definitely a Goyard mini Anjou. So the Goyard mini Anjou, I was pretty dead set on getting the green one, and then I tried on the red one, and I was like, ooh, wait, I think I like the red one. And you guys know me, I'm like on the hunt for a red bag. And then just out of a whim, because I saw this one photo of Lisa have the yellow mini Anjou, I was like, you know what, I know I'm not gonna get the yellow, because I know Alyssa Lenore, she had the yellow, but I think she sold it or she wanted to sell it. And then that's when I was was like, okay, I feel like yellow might not go with my skin tone. I just wanted to try it just for funsies. So when I went to the Goyard store, I tried on the yellow one, and then actually it looked really, really nice against my skin tone. I was shocked. And even the essay that I spoke to and my best friend who was with me at the time, both of their favorites were the yellow. Like, I was holding all three of them, and I asked them, like, between the three, which one is your guys' favorite? And they all picked the yellow, which I was shocked. So the mini Anjou in yellow is actually the #1 bag that I'm looking for. And you guys know also, because Japanese yen is so weak right now and the American dollar is so strong, I feel like I can get this bag for around like $2,000. I've heard different things. Some people have been telling me that at Goyard you get 5% tax refund. Other people said you can get 10%. I mean, I will take what I can get. To be able to get the mini Anjou for even $2,000, like, to me, like, that's such a win. However, so there are two main Goyard stores, one in Shinjuku and then one in Chuo City, but they're both in Tokyo. Both of them, I would like to point out, if you guys just look on the Google reviews, everyone consistently says that the service is terrible, like absolutely terrible, which is unfortunate. But you know, I can look past the bad service if I'm able to save $600. So that's honestly not that big of a deal to me, because it's not like I'm going to be shopping with one essay at this location. But consistently the reviews, and a lot of you guys have actually messaged me because you guys know that I want to get the mini Anjou in Japan, have told me how low the stock is at the Goyard stores in Japan, especially the Shinjuku one, because it's in Shinjuku. It's such a high volume store. Some of you guys say that you have to wait in line right in the beginning, like right when it opens. I believe it opens at 10 or at 10:30 a.m. but you can even be first in line and they still won't have stock. But another one of you guys told me that you guys went to Japan recently also, and you guys checked the Goyard store and they didn't have any mini Anjous. So that's really unfortunate. And I also did some sleuthing on Reddit, and a lot of people say that the only bag that you're probably able to get is a St. Louis tote, which makes sense because I feel like that's the #1 bag that people get or want to start to get. So the mini Anjou is the #1 bag that I want. But a backup, even though the stock is really low, would definitely be the Cap Vert. I've actually wanted the Cap Vert longer than I wanted the mini Anjou. I remember the first time I even saw a picture of the Cap Vert, no joke, I think it was like 2011 or 2012, and I was like, oh my god, what is this bag? It's so cute. Before I even really started collecting bags, I just loved the shape of this. I loved the look, the color. If I got the Cap Vert, I would have gotten it in green or red. It's actually pretty expensive for a bag that's that small. And you guys know that I actually sold my Gucci Soho Disco bag, and the other justification for that was not only was I not using my Gucci Soho Disco bag, but because I knew in my heart of hearts that I eventually was going to get the Goyard Cap Vert. In terms of functionality, they are the exact same bag. It's just like your typical camera crossbody bag with the zipper on top. So this is my plan B, just because I really genuinely do like this bag. And then if they don't have any of those bags, because I'm not just gonna buy St. Louis tote just to get a St. Louis tote, you know. Going back to the mini Anjou, honestly I would settle if they had green, red, or yellow. Even though the yellow is my #1, if they had the red or the green, I would get the red or the green, because I'd be happy with those ones. Like, those were the colors that I originally wanted. But if they have any other colors, I'm not gonna settle, because it's not what I want, you know. So if I go to the Goyard boutiques and they don't have anything, then plan B would actually be a Loewe bag. I'm debating. So for sure, I definitely want to finally get like my initials and like a couple little cute animal charms, especially at the Omotesando location, just because that one is just so big. I know they just recently had a price increase. I'm pretty sure almost all the bags either got like $100 or $200 price increase, which isn't too crazy, but it's still something. Depending honestly how I feel, I might just splurge and get the dice pocket, purely because of the yen conversion rate. So I feel like I can get that dice pocket for less than 900, which I feel like would be kind of okay. I feel like $1,000 for a bag that could only hold my phone is not it. Even my Loewe essay verbatim was like that the bag, the size of it is like deceivingly large, because the moment you put your phone in, you essentially can't put anything else. Like, you can stuff maybe like a lip balm or something, but then the way to take it out, you have to like dump it, because you cannot stick your hand, phone, and lipstick all in at the same time. But it's because of Lisa. It wasn't the fact that she was wearing the bag, it's how she styled it. I love the fact that with the dice pocket, you can put your little initials, and it just makes it so special and festive, and especially like Loewe in Japan. And like the price point isn't too bad. You guys know that I've been wanting the Fendi Nano Baguette charm, but I just keep putting it off because it's like basically $1,000 for something that cannot even hold a card holder. But it's just like, it's so cute, whereas the dice pocket could at least hold a card holder and or a phone, so it's a little bit more functional and personal, and it's Loewe, right? And then the last bag that it's kind of like a backup, I'm honestly 50-50, like, will I get this, will I not get this? And it's a bag that I've never talked about before, but I have seen it constantly because you guys know me, I follow a lot of people on YouTube that live in Japan, Korea, China, and Taiwan, and it is the Maison Margiela. I forgot exactly what it's called, but it's like a hobo bag, especially in the gray color, but I do know the blue one is really popular. And this is the thing, I feel like at least in America nobody talks about Maison Margiela unless it's related to perfume or shoes. I don't think I've ever seen a Maison Margiela bag like out and about in Beverly Hills, South Coast Plaza, anywhere. But the thing is, I see it on YouTube and I see a lot of the Japanese models that I follow, they all have the regular Maison Margiela bag. I'm not too familiar with the brand, so I'll show a picture. And at first I thought it was weird. I think I first saw this bag maybe 3 years ago. It was like in the beginning of the pandemic, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I would watch a lot of Japanese influencers bag collection videos. Almost every single person would have a Maison Margiela bag, and it's the one that has kind of the calendar essentially, or like all those numbers on it in the little white square. And I thought that was interesting. I really did. I didn't even know it was Maison Margiela until I googled it, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. For me, I don't want that one, even though that one is the most popular. I want the shoulder bag version because you guys know me, in my hobo bag era, stuck and trapped. And this one just looks so easy to use because the Prada re-edition 2005 is easily one of my most used bags in my entire collection, and this to me is basically a leather larger version of it. That's why I feel like in terms of functionality, I feel like I could use this to the bone, if not more, because it would fit more. And I like that it's not as popular in America, so when I take it to the mall, like, I won't see it everywhere. But then honestly, if I saw somebody with it, I would be like, oh my god, bag twins, like, we should take a picture. If I were to get this, I think I would lean towards like a gray, not a blue, just because I have a blue bag, but they do have this one shade of like baby blue that I do like, but I'm leaning towards the gray. But I know the black one, of course, is like their signature color as well. Let me know down in the comments if any of you guys own this bag. I actually have not tried this bag on. I totally forgot to even go to the Maison Margiela store when I was at South Coast, but I definitely do want to try this bag on eventually, so I'll report back. But just in terms of visuals, I really like this. I just feel like I could use this so much, especially has that like crescent shape, but it's also kind of flat on the bottom too. So it, no joke, is just like a bigger version of the Prada re-edition, which is what I really like about it. But it's leather and they have different colors, and the price point isn't too bad when you're considering the fact that this is like an all leather bag as well. So those are all the luxury bags that I'm debating on getting or keeping my eyes out for. Honestly, I'm more focused on buying like skincare and makeup, even though I'm the last person that needs more cosmetics. I'm just a hoarder. Hashtag hoarder life. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have been to Japan even more recently and can give me some more updates on the Goyard location. But I feel like the general consensus is that the chances of me getting a mini Anjou in Japan in a color that I want is probably around 5 to 7%, so not high at all. So we shall see. I will definitely keep you guys posted. As always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps support my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Thanks for listening to my bag thoughts. I'm really just all over the place.